Good morning and welcome to the Gemini Fox Show. How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. I got some drama for you. So there's this friend of mine that I grew up with, and I don't mind saying his name. I'm not gonna give a last name, but his name is Josh, and he's one of those crushes that you have, but nothing ever happens, but you stay in touch because you know the same people. Anyway, so we flirted over the years and we've recently been talking again, just catching up. And this motherfucker, right? I texted him, I was like, hey, you got a minute for a chat? And he was like, yeah. Or he never texted back, he called. Well, I missed the call because I didn't hear my phone. And so I called him back and I said, sorry, I didn't hear my phone. And so we started chatting. And then I was messaging somebody else making plans. And as he was speaking, I was still listening to him, but I'll admit I was distracted, but I let him know. I was like, hey, sorry, I'm, just trying to make plans, but I'm hearing what you're saying and I'm still responding to you. So then he probably lasted about 30 seconds after that and was like, you know what, I'm just going to let you go. And I was like, okay. So then we hang up the phone, and again, I text him, hey, I'm sorry, I know you hate that. And what he hates is him not getting undivided attention. It didn't bother him that I was talking to another guy, which I told him. I knew that. It bothers him that my full attention was not on him. Now remember, I apologized multiple times, and to the extent that I went to shouldn't have been needed, because one, he's not my boyfriend, he's just a friend, and two, I'm allowed to talk to other people. Now I can understand if I was being completely rude and just zoning out and not responding at all, or not even apologizing, letting him know what I was doing, but I did all of that. I was very sincere. And this motherfucker goes ahead and texts me a story of how he feels, and I'm gonna read it to you. And you tell me what your thoughts are, how he fucking took this. So, and if you want to know what my text said, I don't have a problem going back, but right now I'm just going to tell you what he said. But in one of my texts, I did say, like, I wasn't being rude, and I kept apologizing, like, multiple times. But anyways, okay, let me just read what he's wrote. So he says, just rereading your explosive / volatile reaction to me simply saying, don't do me like that. You text and asked if I had time for a chat. I call, no answer. You call, then ask me the typical hypothetical question, what if you were here? Already I'm like, here we go. So I do it to massage your ego because you need constant validation. You know you do. It feels good. I get it. Okay, side note. No, I don't need constant validation. We were just having confirmation because you said something flirty-wise to me, so that's how I responded. He goes, I say that because I see that. It was quite clear. And I simply say, don't mind me like that. Meaning, if you are going to ask me if I have time to chat, and then pretty much ignoring me when I'm talking to you, don't waste my time, in big caps. I am me, but I am not the person you first met, meaning I see people for what they really are, even if they can't admit it, i.e. you. You've told me the stories for years about your ex, but never once admitted to any of your wrongdoings, because in your eyes, you do nothing wrong because everyone else is the problem. Wrong. Excuse the fuck out of me? I told you about my abusive ex, so I did something to initiate that. That was me. I did something wrong because, everybody else is the problem. It can't just be because some people are just narcissistic, abusive piece of shits. Okay, Josh, thanks. He goes, but my reaction had nothing to do with any supposed expectations. Okay. That one actually had me laughing out loud because you are delusional if that's what you think I was upset about, meaning you don't know anything, even if you think you do. I'm a good-looking man, I know that, and I don't need anyone to tell me that, meaning I'm comfortable in my own skin, for the most part. You knew it was fucked up and why you admitted to it after we first hung up. You said, I apologize, I know you hate that. You think it has to do with you talking to a man? No offense, sweetheart, but I couldn't care less. No, Josh, I knew what you hated. That's why I apologized. You're the one twisting shit. He goes, you are, sweetheart, but also delusional thinking I'm going to put up with that type of attitude or behavior from anyone. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. Fair enough. That's not how I operate. Some live in a world where they are always correct. You can tell everyone how you feel, but the second someone tries to address anything with you, you show them the door, literally and figuratively. And you say setting boundaries. It's called lack of ability to comprehend what others are saying because you were arrogant and only worried about yourself. Actually, that's you, Josh. Because that's exactly what you were doing. You were worried about yourself because you wanted that undivided attention. He goes, check out the definition of arrogant. I'm a nice guy, but I see people for who they are. And I'm saying this in a long message because you were rude as fuck, and you didn't even apologize after I broke it down to where a 4-year-old could comprehend. Again, it's in the texts, and I said it over the phone. That's me, what I said. You, on the other hand, he goes, I'm not a thirsty boy. I'm a busy man that don't have time for childish games with no one. You, on the other hand, have a lot of time to bitch and complain about everyone and everything around you rather than looking in the mirror. Start looking in the mirror and take a little accountability for things that have happened to you in your life rather than constantly shifting blame and focuses to your exes. You're not as perfect as you think you are. No one is. First of all, he doesn't fucking know me like that. Second of all, I don't shift blame. I take responsibility for my actions. He doesn't know. Does he live in my fucking shoes 24/7 and know what I say? No, so he can fuck off. I see this type of behavior for what it is. I know what I'm talking about, so there's no point in even trying to debate me on it, because I know I'm right. Okay, can we say definition of narcissist for you there, Josh? And you know I'm right too, but you won't be able to admit it. Okay. You completely dismissed me, not only as a friend, but as a human being, for the way you misinterpreted the actual reason why I was frustrated in the first place. Dumbass. Okay, who's the real dumbass? Josh. Sometimes we need to be told what we need to hear and not what we really want to hear. Reality. And if you were any one of these other dumb cunts I've dealt with throughout the years, I would have already blocked your number and not even given you one word. I still live with that bitches ain't shit type of mentality when they try to come at me with some bullshit. Because at the end of the day, bitches like that ain't shit to me. I don't need a place to stay, I got my own. I don't need a ride anywhere, I got my own. I don't need to worry about going for a ride on anyone's motorcycle, I got my own. And it's all been paid for by my hard work and constant nonstop grind trying to be a better person. Really, Josh? You think you're being a better person? No, I think you're still the same narcissistic, ego-stroking piece of shit. Or ego-seeking. Some of us still live on a planet Earth reality. Wake the fuck up. You're really hurt my feelings with, supposed to be you, with how you turned everything around to me, and I was just upset with you for the obvious. I tell you that as a person who actually cares for people, so with all that being said, I'm going to make the decision to cease communication with you from here on out. I'll always care about you, but I just don't have that time for people who think like that. Take care and try to avoid instant gratification for something better down the line. P.S. Perhaps take into consideration the time I took to write this and not just block you like I originally planned, because honestly, I really don't give a fuck. And if your response is anything other than you are right and I'm sorry, don't bother. Jesus Christ. Oh, look, he wrote something else. And on the other hand, I think I'll just block you because I know how this is going to go. Quit being lazy, quit being unaccountable, quit shifting the blame and focus on yourself. I've got a date walk this afternoon with a wonderful person and hopefully one day find a partner with mutual feelings and respect for one another. Best out of luck to you. I'm out. One love. What the fuck? What in the actual fuck? I'm delusional? Does he think he's fucking God? And he wants me walking on eggshells around him? Like, just sit in a fucking corner and say, yes, master, when he's speaking? Are you kidding me? And then the reasonings for my abusive exes is my fault? Well, what did I do to deserve it? Fuck off. Fuck you. God, that just irritated the fuck out of me. He said that. What do you guys think? Oh, what an arrogant piece of shit. Luckily, he lives in another state and we don't see each other. Like I said, we just talked on the phone and flirted every now and then. And it's no stress off my back that I'll never see or talk to him. Like, that's fine. I've been living my life well without you. But anyway, I just wanted to put that on blast. Let me know your thoughts, concerns, comment below, subscribe for more. If you need the drama like that, I got you. Everybody have a wonderful day.